Hi, folks. It feels surreal that just recently, at least to me, I don't know if it was a year ago, but to me, it just feels quite fresh that I was talking about the best books of 2022 that I read, and here I am talking about the best books of 2023. It feels surreal for sure. But 2023 had a lot of great thrillers that really do deserve acknowledgement. So here I am with my top three books of 2023. Now, I'd start with number three, Fearless by Mike Craven. It's a very interesting book about a very peculiar protagonist who wreaks havoc for bad guys in very cool fashion because he doesn't feel fear like we ordinary folks do. So that leads into some really cool showdowns and some really razor sharp cool dialogue. At number two, I'm going to put The Born Defiance by Brian Freeman. And for those of you who haven't come across his books, Brian Freeman has done a fantastic job with bringing back Jason Bourne for the new generation. I've read the old books and I've read his books, and I can't think of anyone else who could have done such a great job with the series. The Born Defiance is a sort of finale. It's not the end, thankfully, but it's a finale of a grand overarching storyline that has been taking place for the past few books. So there are a lot of cool, very emotionally charged showdowns and a lot of action. So that makes for a really good thriller. And I'm glad I got to read it. So that's number two. And at number one, now this was a book that it took me a while to get to when I made the list, but once I got to it, I knew this was the one. So that is The Night House by Joe Nesbo. I'm a huge fan of his books. They're very poetic in a lot of ways. And what I really admired about The Night House was the way it completely changes the narrative on its head just when you least expect it. Just when you think, oh, I've got this story all sorted out, okay, this makes sense. And then you flip the page, everything changes. Now, those books are quite few from what I've read, so it is really a good, well, not just good, it's a great experience when you get to read something that challenges what you've come to expect from thrillers and still thrills you at the end of it. So those are my top three. Fearless by Mike Craven, The Born Defiance by Brian Freeman, and The Night House by Joe Nesbo. Here's to more incredible books in 2024.